as a renter? Well, you do, but it's not always clear what they are. That's why Solid Grounds Tenant Services offers free online renters webinars 3 times a month. Just go to solid-ground.org/RAR to learn more. This is a free opportunity to learn more about your rights as a renter. Again, just go to solid-ground.org/RAR.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio App. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Support for Rainier Avenue Radio comes from Friends of Waterfront Park, announcing their 2024 season of free events and programs at Pier 62, the first part of Seattle's premier downtown waterfront park to open to the public. Come for free events and programs, including fitness and wellness classes throughout the summer, weekly spotlight performances on Thursday evenings, cultural festivals, daily amenities, games, and more. To learn more, go to waterfrontparkseattle.org.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not stopping a Mercer Island street brawl, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Around for a long, long.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh, you want to do the opening?
No. You got this. I'm just,
Welcome to Queen Green's Living Live, broadcasting here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bree, and here is our handsome man, Chris Ost.
Mississippi. I mean, that works.
Chris is sippy. Chris,
Mississippi.
How does it feel? Like he tries to put me at the forefront, but you are truly the star. How does it feel to be the star of Queen Greens?
I'm just supporting cast. It feels good to support the star.
Hey, Black
Queen
man.
Bree, the star of the show. I'm just happy to be here.
Good. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was a good weekend. How about yours?
My weekend was a busy weekend, and but I'm on my way on vacation.
That's right.
Well, it's not even a vacation, but I'm gonna get time away.
Oh yeah, that's right. She got some vacation coming up. I meant to tell Daniel there's a new character unlocked, Creon, and he'll be here next week. Creon is CHRIONE. A little mix of Chris and Breon. Since I'll be hosting the show by myself next week, you guys get ready for that.
Well, Chris, you can host the show by yourself, or I could come in if you want me to.
Always. This is your show. I'm the co-host.
You're the co-host? Because I come back Monday morning.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna.
If you back, you back. That's
yeah,
cool.
I'm back.
Cool.
Yeah, but we can. He's still like I can stay away so you can do this show. Hey, Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Thank you. She's out at the farm. How's it going out there? You could text us and we can let the people know. Yeah. So you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. The kids. We had someone. Let's say an announcement really quick. Clean Greens is now in session. School farm season is now in session, y'all. I can't even talk. I'm tired. I haven't had no sleep, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. You can get your fresh organic produce at Clean Greens Farm and Market from on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. if you go to 124 21st Avenue, Seattle. 124 21st Avenue, that is outside of New Hope Baptist Church. You can pick up a fresh bag of organic produce weekly. So please join us if you or you know someone who is looking to eat healthier and be you can connect us there.
Yeah.
We
the
had
Central District, Seattle CD. So come on out to the Central District.
Oh, the gentrifiers are saying that's downtown Seattle.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah, that's what the gentrifiers call it.
I didn't get the memo, but
no, but it's the CD.
That's right, to the CD. That's right. Okay. We need to start getting Christina to join from the farm sometime from an update. I think that would,
that would be good. And let us know how your service is during this show, and then we'll know if we can bring you in. She said it's going beautifully. Currently weeding the tomatoes, almost ready. Ooh, I can't wait. We worked on getting them off, and getting off the ground because they're getting heavy.
That's right.
I'm so excited about those tomatoes. I learned how to make tomato sauce from scratch from Clean Greens tomatoes. It's so simple.
Okay.
Eating healthy is so simple. Like all I did was like literally keep sauteing and mixing it until it went down into a beautiful sauce. And I will tell you that it's a whole different feeling eating the tomato sauce fresh than eating it in a jar. Okay. When I eat it in a jar, I'm getting up there. I'm getting older. I'm about to be, my tummy doesn't handle the food well. What? Why are your eyes?
Youngsters.
You're just what? A year older than me?
The key word being a year older.
But you're a year older, but it's different from when a man ages versus a woman ages. It's like y'all put us to pasture, and with men old, and y'all be zaddies. Y'all be
what is Z?
Yeah,
zaddy. Okay. Well, listen, no, you're aging beautifully, and you're a young buck. You got time to go.
Thank you. Saying? Well, tell my tummy that, but no, eating fresher, it does. Like eating. This is why it's important with the work we do, because eating fresh off the farm, your body breaks it down better and it handles it better, as opposed to going to the store all the time. So yes, we do. When we talk about health, it is important to get the healthiest options possible. So fresh off the farm is the healthiest possible. Especially, first of all, it depends on which farm you're getting it from. Making sure that they are growing organic and not using any pesticides. That is the fresh option. But if you don't have that option, then your other option will be the grocery store, and you will be searching in the fresh organic produce aisle. And then your third option will be non-produce. And then the other option will be frozen produce. Mm-hmm. Frozen produce is just as good. And a lot of times people can't afford fresh organic. So frozen produce is what's important. Janet said, Christina, you and the kids plant any watermelon radishes? I'll buy you all some seeds. About 30 days need to harvest. Thank you. Yes, please bring it to it.
Yeah.
I know we were harvesting, we were seed saving from radishes this week, Christina.
We had Easter egg radishes.
Easter egg radishes?
I think. If I'm not mistaken, but I'll reach out to Christina, Deacon Janet, and figure out, and we'll definitely appreciate those seeds.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And the kids are having fun. We only got to plant maybe 1 or 2 seeds for watermelon, and that's what we found in our watermelons. That's another beautiful thing about what we do with our kids and eating fresh is when we eat, we save the seeds and we put it back in the ground so that we can continue to feed ourselves in our community. So I'm super excited about what's going on and just all the things that we have that's going on this season.
Same.
Yeah. So
okay, there we go. We make a connection.
We'll make a connection. Yes. So okay, guys, I'm only going to touch on this for a little bit because I am not this professional with it. But okay, so listen, Biden done dropped out of the race for running for president. What are your thoughts, Chris? What are you feeling? Because I know most people were nervous. And what are your thoughts? What is your advice to the people?
Advice? I think it's important to get out there and vote. I really don't touch on political views too much, but whoever you are voting for, it's important to get out there and make sure your vote is counted. So get out there and vote. As far as Biden dropping out, He's 100, and I saw it coming. So you gotta forgive me for being a bit insensitive, but this guy's like 100. So I did see that coming, and so shout out to our VP and good luck on her journey.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you a Trump supporter? No, just playing. I'm not just messing. I'm just messing. If you were, I would respect. I hate Deontay. Now that's my fan.
I know. He said, "Okay, lips like come through, red lip." I told her she kills the red lip. Everybody can't pull that out. Deontay, but that's right.
But no. One of the things I just wanted to mention that and bring it up is because we're going to have more talks about what it means for us to be voting in the presidential race, because everybody want to always get up in arms when it's time to get a new president, but there's so many steps before when we get to our new president, what that means. And like I told my people on Facebook, y'all ain't about to stress me out about this. At the end of the day, we know who's in control, and it is important for us as a community to get out and vote, but make sure that we're not just voting for our own interests, but what does it mean for the community when we are making these decisions on who we vote for as president of the United States.
That's right.
If you guys are just tuning in, you are tuning in to Clean Greens Living, broadcasted here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bree, and my star co-host,
Mississippi. Tuning in live from that Freatle.
I don't know. I just want to say every time I see a black man, I'm like, hey, black man. Hey, black man. But anyways, okay, I'll leave you alone. Anyway,
I'm actually Igbo. We'll get into that some other time.
Oh, why all these black people always want to say what they all these other...
I'm just talking. Let me stop before people start coming for me.
We're gonna talk about it, but look, in America, if you're black, if you got the dark skin, you black. Okay.
Does the same rule apply if you have white skin? If you're white in America?
No, if you have a drop of black in you, you're black.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make up these rules.
That's
right. The
right.
racist system made up these rules.
Okay. All right.
But I would love to talk more about your history.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm from Mississippi. That's all I know, guys. I'm from Mississippi.
Oh my gosh.
I'm probably black. That's Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi.
Well, none of us are fully black, to be honest. Oh yeah, his chestnut. Yes, Christina. Chris is a chestnut black man. Chestnut. I wonder what color would you say I am? Cocoa color? Cocoa brown?
Christina, y'all so messy. I don't understand that. I really don't.
High cholesterol, Chris. This is a good segue into talking about our health.
That's right.
And Chris, have you had a physical this year?
Not this year, actually. Last year, before I got to Seattle, yeah, my doctor actually is back in Georgia. I haven't found a physician here yet, so no physical here. But I'm in shape. What you trying to say?
Oh, skeet.
Because I lift everything around last I checked, so I'm maybe she's concerned about that. Make sure the person has.
I just want to make sure that the people that are around me are healthy and happy.
Okay. Right.
And so I just wanted to come and talk to everyone about making sure that they got their physical. And for so long, Clean Greens was more women talk, because I'm a woman and I couldn't really talk on the perspective of a man. And now that we have a black man in here, now that we have a man, I would just love to hear your perspective on like health, keeping healthy. What does that mean? Because traditionally our people don't really, well, it's not even that they don't think it's important. They just don't have the time. Oh, because he's eating them greens. Mm-hmm.
That's right. The cleaner of the greens. And I also eat the greens. We got great greens, guys. Great produce. Quick segue. CSAs definitely open. If you haven't got yours, what are you waiting for? Please reach out and sign up at our website, cleangreensfarmandmarket.com. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. Cleangreensfarmmarket.com.
And I'm sorry. Farm market. Now, getting back to health, I think, it is important to eat healthy and be conscious of what you're eating these days, because you really never know. The best way to go is farm to table. In the South, this is a real issue. High blood pressure, diabetes, or diabetes, like I like to say. These are real issues in the Black community. So
because they out there eating them piglets.
I love piglets. But so it is important to stay on top of physicals and stay on top of your health. Self-care is the best form of healthcare, people. So
it is. And I want to go more into like talking more about the things that men go through here on the show. So why are you looking nervous? No, that face look like I just meant like, mental health.
Okay.
There's a lot of men that don't take care of their health.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of men who have issues with being supported in this community.
Okay.
There's a lot of men who have issues with being able to see their children and having to jump through hoops. There is a lot of things
Preach.
that exactly.
Okay.
So this isn't just about you, Chris. Yes. Okay. I like harassing him. However, I do appreciate and support the men in my life. And it's time to have these different conversations. Now that I have a male host, a co-host, we're gonna have a lot of conversations.
Okay.
So don't be nervous. It's not gonna be all about how what does the lady say? How handsome Chris is. It's gonna be how is Chris today mentally? How are you?
Okay. Yeah. So good. I'm
how
great.
are you
today?
And physically? You mentally. How are you today mentally?
Mentally, I want to believe I'm well today.
Okay.
It's a day-to-day thing, guys. But physically, I can do some fine tuning. I need some work, but we're working on it.
Yes.
But mental health, that's it's funny because growing up in the Black community, it wasn't always talked about. Like honestly, I feel like these things are like brand new, like anxiety and all these things. Like as a kid, I wasn't able to have anxiety. I get punched in the chest and sent back outside. And honestly,
what you stressed about?
Right. But honestly, even though it sounds like harsh and hard, it worked. So I'm learning. I'm learning how to navigate these things and being aware of mental health issues and speaking to those things. This is new for me at 43. It's a new world for me because I definitely wasn't raised that way. So
yeah, and not to go against like how we were raised, because I think about that too. Like we weren't allowed to be stressed. We weren't allowed, and I think that we have to somehow find that balance. Because I don't know if you're like this, but as I was raising my kids, I felt like I gave them too much of a leeway to be able to do that. And then now it's like, you got to pick yourself up. It's like, come on, let's work these emotions out while still moving. So there's a balance, and I want to talk about that. But I also wanted to touch a little bit, like, as we go through, we spent a few weeks breaking Chris in, hazing him, giving him a hard time about how fine he is. And reminding him that he is a Black man, because I don't know if you remember that.
Sometimes
I don't know if you remember that.
I'm saying it don't wash off, but apparently I forget.
But I wanted to turn this back to why Clean Greens was here. Clean Greens was created to bring education and around health in our community, and just not the Black people, but also we are talking to our people because we have high blood pressure that runs rampant in our community. What else? Diabetes, high cholesterol.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about high cholesterol, because high cholesterol, you don't always get a symptom about high cholesterol. And that's why I asked you, when was the last time you had your physical? Because I think it's important that we talk about getting physicals and knowing what to check for, and knowing what your body needs. And so high cholesterol is high amounts of cholesterol in your blood, and it is caused by eating fatty foods.
Yeah.
Eating too much of fatty foods. And I like to say, we're not just preaching eating healthy all the time, because like we don't eat healthy all the time. Chris likes his pig lips.
Love.
Daniel was ahead of the game before me. I am.
Love. Let's get it up there.
Shout out to Daniel, because he be on it.
Yeah.
He be on it.
So I wish we could zoom in, because I'm gonna reach out to the company for this sponsorship. I don't think nobody loves. It's a love affair. This is it. Pig lips, and I know what you're thinking, but thinking comes from not knowing. People try it. You got to try it before you judge it.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm
not trying it.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
but he likes his pig lips. I am a snacker. I'm a horrible snacker. I don't even I don't eat food all the time. I'm trying to get back. Like we said, we're working on it. And that's going to be something that I'm going to be going through when I come back from where I'm going. However, high cholesterol is not, you don't necessarily always have symptoms. And when you do get the symptoms, it can be too late, like a stroke or a heart attack. It leads to heart disease. And so I just wanted to talk about some of the things that we do here at Clean Greens, is grow the produce to help feed your body what it needs, which is dark leafy greens.
That's right.
So when you are getting produce from Clean Greens on a weekly basis, you want to make sure you're getting that kale, You want to make sure you're getting that chard. You want to make sure you're getting that cucumbers, lettuce, and zucchini. Yeah. You want to make sure you're getting that. And then there's different ways that you can eat that. And so I looked up some meal plan because, everybody always thinks eating healthy is just nasty. And it's really not. Like Christina said, plant fibers are great for high blood pressure, cholesterol levels. We absolutely, definitely plant for healthy digestion. It's like scrubbing for the intestines. Yes. That's right. Yes. That's and right. Water. I know people don't like water. And I used to didn't like water for years. I don't even know how I survived. Because once I got my body trained to drink water, now my body cannot go without having water. If I go without having water, I'm dead. Like water your body like you will water your plants. I've seen this thing where if you're needing help with getting your water intake, there's jugs. I have a jug that tells you each time to drink water, and it's pretty much like every half hour. I'm not every half hour, every 2 hours. So when you wake up in the morning, the thought is to drink 2 cups of water. Yeah. 2 cups of water, which is really like our basic cup. It's like a 16 ounce. A basic cup is 16 ounces. That's another thing we need to talk about is these ounces in our cups. A basic cup is 16 ounces. So if you just drink 1 cup in the morning, you have drank 2 cups for that day. And then try to drink water every 2 hours. And it's not, if you're not a water person, it's not going to taste good at first. I forced myself to drink water. Like I usually carry the jug around, not because I'm some health fanatic, but because it's easier for me to drink the water and do it. So if that works for you, drink the water and just do it until you can. Until you can't. And then Melanie, our gut health specialist, she talked, and we should have her on the show again this year. She talked a lot about alkalining your water with aloe juice, coconut water, and like a teaspoon of salt. So that is another way to hydrate your body and make sure it's hydrated. So it's your water intake, eating those dark, beautiful leafy greens that we provide here at Clean Greens. And they are beautiful. They're huge. They're huge. And then like eating, like I spoke to a nutritionist because for those of you who've been following, I've been working on this for years, but it's kind of hard to work on it when you're not like, that's a whole nother story. I won't even get into it, but I'm working on this for years. But I was speaking to a nutritionist and she says, try to eat every 4 hours. And you eat your heaviest meal in the mornings.
To give the body time to break it off.
To break it down. It's your breakfast. You're breaking the fast. Eat the heaviest meals in the morning. We'll talk more about what that looks like going these couple of weeks, because I really do plan on I'm not doing it for vanity reasons. I'm doing it because when I work on the farm, I don't want to feel like I'm out of shape. When I'm playing with my kids or taking them to run to their sports, I don't want to feel like I'm out of shape. So these are things I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to be sharing tips with you guys. But eating every 4 hours, and that's just like eating your breakfast and then having a snack, protein. That's like a handful of almonds or a peanut butter sandwich, or my favorite is like half of a avocado toast, or so different ways. But you guys make sure you got your physicals, and if you haven't, please schedule an appointment. And you want to know, there's a debate on knowing your IBM numbers, which is that number that says if you're overweight or not, because what does that, it doesn't translate across the board for everybody. But you want to know what your cholesterol levels are. You want to know what your sugar levels are. You want to know blood pressure. You want to know all of that, because that's important. That is so important. And try to eat less sugars. It's not about just cutting. Everybody, when they think diet, they want to just cut everything out. You don't have to cut everything out. It's minimizing it. So going the week without eating sugar, or the week without eating it, and then having a day where you eat it, or starting slow every other day. But like, if you're eating something sweet every day, that is all building up in your body. So everyone, I just want to make sure that we are taking care of our health. We're not waiting for new year, new me. Mm-hmm. We are talking about this constantly, especially throughout our season, where you could pick up fresh organic produce and feed your body. And also you can get your exercise in. Exercise is another thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kun Love, who had diabetes, and he changed the way he eat, and he started walking And now his diabetes is undetected when he goes back to the doctors. So it's all about moving your body as well, exercising. And with that being said, we are looking for volunteers out on that farm, y'all.
Yes.
We are looking for volunteers. If one person listening can volunteer once a week, one other person volunteers the other week, we are looking for volunteers. What you get out of that is helping your community, exercising, and having access to fresh organic produce. And you're also learning how to feed yourself.
Learning how to self-sustain is very, very, very important. So Breon is right. So water your body like you water your plants, bathe, people, and drink your water. Also, be cognizant of what you're eating and what you're intaking. Health is very important. Self-care is the best form of healthcare. And if you're doing it for vanity reasons, that's fine too, because you do look better and feel better once you take better care of yourself.
Yes. Well, I think that is time. Thank you guys all.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think we have a little time left.
We do.
So really quickly, you didn't tell me about your thoughts about President Biden dropping out. What are your thoughts?
I don't. My thoughts was at first I was like, oh Lord, here we go. Like, what does this mean for the Democratic Party? What does this mean? Does this just mean Trump is our president now? But also in the same moment as I was finding that out, I was like, you know what? I'm not a nervous person about it because one, we've been under the leadership of racist presidents since the beginning of time, right? Only he's just saying things out loud. Two, God is in control. God is in control. I mean, I've survived Trump's presidency the first time, and I'm in my Bible, and I know that no matter what happens, if he becomes president again, I am under the protection of God's umbrella. So I'm not really worried. I am excited to see Kamala is running for president. And also to know that, you guys, if you have not watched this already, watch the Shirley Chisholm movie. The Shirley Chisholm movie, because it talks about she was the first Black person to run for president. And she could have won. She could have won. But the fear, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, do not operate in fear. Because the fear of people and not wanting to vote for her because they were scared, they voted for the other person, so she lost. And it was her own people. It was her own people. And I know a lot of people are scared to vote for Kamala because they talk about her putting Black men behind prison. But if you think about it, Kamala was a lawyer who had to do what the law says. And this law was created to put Black and brown people behind the system. However, there were some good things that she did in her position as well. So you also want to just do your own research and education on who you're voting for. So that's my main thing, is remember to do your own education. Don't look at the media. Don't look at your community, because the media would tell you we are against each other. The media will tell you it's Black and white against each other, and it's Democrat and Republicans against each other. But if you get out in the community, you will see it's just a whole bunch of human beings trying to work in their community and make a safer community for all. That is white people, Black people, Native people, all of us. We just want a community where we can communicate and love each other, and we can walk down the street. And I am a firm believer that can happen. And I am a firm believer that we can get her into office if we don't operate in fear.
That's real. I think that line you were saying that was all inclusive. I think that was a Drake line. Thank you everybody for joining us.
He didn't write his own lyrics. Did he write his own lyrics?
I think he did. He's a writer.
Oh, is he a writer?
That's right. He said, that man said, don't worry if he write rhymes, he write checks. Put some respect on Drake, man. Shout out to Drizzy.
Sometimes you gotta pop up and show them.
You guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next week, next Tuesday. Thank you for joining us as always.